Hi guys, hi, my name is Josh, also known as Yoshi Bear J. I'm a digital marketer, and in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I will do and what I'm currently doing if I was to start running Facebook ads in 2025. I've worked with so many awesome brands. I've worked with Nike, I've worked with Money.com, I've even worked with Ari's brand called Remedy. I've worked with so many big brands and I've generated millions. So guys, I'm gonna show you what I've been doing, especially this year. So for those of you who are just gonna start doing Facebook ads and Instagram ads in 2025, I'm gonna be showing you what is working, and this is what I would do if I was just starting ads today. Facebook ads has changed so much. Like, it's always changing. One day it's lookalike audience, another day it's broad. It's always changing, and it's changed like that throughout the years. And sometimes when it changes, sometimes you have to change your strategy. So the strategy that may have worked in 2022 may not work in 2025. So I'm going to be showing you what I've been doing so you can do it as well in your ads. So as you know, I don't waste no time. Let's get into the video. So guys, one of the things that a lot of people don't really talk about, they always tend to just focus on the ads. The ads really is just to get people to click. That's really it. It's just to get people to click and get their attention. Get their attention and get them to click. That's really just it. And I'm always very surprised when people don't talk about a very important component in order for the ads to work, which is the website. So guys, for those of you who are just starting Facebook ads in 2025, I will not run no ads onto your website is right. I wouldn't run no ads onto your website is right. So one of the things that you want to do is that you want to make sure that your website is actually getting you purchases. So make sure that you generate that free traffic first. At the end of the day, marketing is about putting more wood on a fire that's already burning. That's really just it. So when you build your website, before you go into paid ads, you want to make sure that your website is converting people for free first. That's what you want to do before even going into ads, because a lot of people always start doing the ads and then blame it on the ads, when really the website is just rubbish. The website isn't converting. So you want to make sure that your website converts first before investing in ads. That's number one. And I don't see a lot of companies doing that and a lot of people doing that or even talking about it, right? They just think that ads is just going to solve all their problems. No, ads are basically going to make a business better or make it worse, okay? So that's one point. The second point is that you want to optimize your website. So as you're getting that free traffic in, you want to make sure that, okay, do I need to move the button here? Do I need to make some changes over here? Okay, how can I improve the conversion rate? How can I get more? You want to basically optimize your website on free traffic first. On free traffic first. I know paid ads seems fun and it's a lot quicker to get results, but we got to make sure that we build a very strong foundation first, okay? So make sure that as you're generating that traffic, have a look. Download certain software like Lucky Orange. Download certain software that enables you to watch and see how people interact with your site. Because what may be causing you to have any low conversion rates may be the fact that people don't know where the add to cart button is, for example, right? So you want to make sure that people are interacting with your site. You want to make sure that your site is intuitive, so that when people go on there, they know exactly what to do in order for them to convert. Once you really get this dialed in, then you can go into paid ads. Another thing as well is that you want to also check your conversion rate. You want to make sure that you check your conversion rate. And that's going to give you some idea in terms of, okay, if I get 100 people to come to my website, how many of those 100 people are going to convert? And that will give you an idea for when you start doing Facebook ads. Okay, if you pay for traffic of 100 people to come to your site, is that going to match what you're already getting with free traffic? So you want to make sure that you check your conversion rate, because really in the world of online marketing, it's really a numbers game. It's all about mathematics, really. Yeah. So you want to make sure that you're looking at your conversion rate and seeing, okay, all right, if I have 1,000 people, how many of those 1,000 people are converting? Okay. And then you can now translate that into paid ads. Yeah. The next point is make sure that you are not afraid to increase your prices. Guys, as we know, Facebook ads, right, is getting more and more expensive. Facebook ads, that's just a fact. We can't control that. That's just always going to happen. It's getting more and more expensive. The more advertisers, the more brands that are joining the platform, it's going to get more and more expensive, right? So you want to make sure that when you run ads, you're able to run them profitably, okay? So when you are generating free traffic to your website, don't be afraid to increase your prices. You can increase your prices by 10%, 20%, 30%, and see how that improves or changes your conversion rate, okay? Because that's gonna give you an idea of, okay, this is maybe the most I can charge in order for people to convert. Okay, you want to make sure that you're not leaving money on the table when it comes to pricing for your services or for your products. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're not afraid to increase your prices. A lot of people always think that when it comes to prices, it's a fixed thing. Prices are not fixed. You can change them. You can change them. You have the freedom to do that, right? So don't be afraid to do that. So you can increase it, you can decrease it, and see how that affects your conversion rate, right? This point is very similar to looking at your conversion rate. Can you see conversion rate is the fundamental. In the online marketing space, conversion rate is very important, okay? So make sure that you dial, and once you get your pricing dialed in, now when you start running Facebook ads, and then you're gonna see, okay, how much does it cost to acquire a customer? Okay, is that profitable? Will that be profitable for me? Will the price that I'm using to acquire a customer be profitable for me? Or am I losing money, right? Then you can do those maths, and this is gonna really help. This is really gonna help you in terms of scaling as well. Because as you scale, your cost to increase to acquire that customer actually increases as well. So you want to make sure that you have enough of a margin there as well. So make sure that you are not afraid to increase your prices, okay? And make sure you watch closely on the conversion rate. All right, guys? Next is another thing as well that I've noticed is that when people run ads, and say if it's their first time running ads, they'll just start running ads on a product that isn't even proven, or service that isn't proven. You should run ads on products that are best sellers or new arrivals, okay? I always say that, look, and this goes back to the point of making sure that you're generating traffic and making sure you're getting your own sales first, because you're quickly gonna know, based on the 80-20 rule, you're quickly gonna know which products are your best sellers, right? And then once you find out what your best sellers are or what your best services are, that's where you basically invest those paid ads into. But a lot of people make the mistake of putting paid ads into a product or service that isn't even proven. We don't even know if the market even wants it. So if you're doing that, you're putting your budget at more of a risk, okay? Because now you're basically one, testing the product, and you are also trying to see how much it's going to cost to acquire a customer on a product that you're still testing. Nah, by putting paid ads into a best-selling product, the product has already been tested. You already know it's a winner. So that's that first part of the way. Now, the only thing you need to work out is, okay, cool, how much does it cost to acquire this customer? So make sure that when you're doing paid ads, you put your paid ad dollars, pounds, or whichever currency that you're using into bestsellers or new arrivals, okay? Now, the next section is ad structure. Ad structure, Facebook ad structure is so important. Too many people make the mistake of a lot of people make the mistake of using old structures that don't really work anymore, right? But then you also have to remember that when it comes to using certain structures, you want to make sure that it puts you in a position where you're able to test different audiences and see which creatives are doing well, right? So one of the structures that I'll always say in 2025, interest targeting. 2024, 2023, people will be saying broad. Interest targeting, especially if you're just starting Facebook ads in 2025. Interest targeting, guys. Yeah. If interest targeting was not important and did not work, it would not be in the Facebook ad platform. It will not be there. Okay. So make sure that you use it. The tool is there for you to use and to help you get customers. Right? So make sure that you're doing prospecting with interest. Make sure that you're using it with interest. It works even in 2025. Okay, guys? Then also, as you can see, then you want to do advantage campaigns. Advantage campaigns are basically broad, but they're based off of data that you've already accumulated. The performance is heavily based on data that has already been accumulated. That's why I always say you want to always start off with interests, right? So you can get that performance in, get that spend in the account, right? So with advantage campaigns, I pretty much use them to scale. I use them for scaling, okay? So once you started to get some results and you found what audiences work, cool, then you can do advantage campaigns to scale, okay? The thing about advantage campaigns is that you want to use well-performing creatives in that campaign. That's what really makes them work even better, okay? Another way of scaling is CBO. So CBO is basically advantage campaign budget, basically. Yeah, but CBO, it used to be called campaign budget optimization, but now it's advantage campaign budget or something like that. So CBO is also another way you can also scale. But the difference with CBO is that you can do that based on your best performing interests. Okay. So that's another way you can scale. So you can use CBO to scale, and you could also use CBO to find which audiences perform well for you. Okay. So guys, make sure that you do these, especially for 2025. Okay. And you're just starting on Facebook ads. Okay. Now, the next section is creative. Guys, first and foremost, some people said, oh, UGC ads, UGC ads still work till this day. Till 2025, they still work. But it's how you use the UGC creatives. That's the difference. A lot of people are just using UGC in a way where it's like they just hire a UGC creator and they go, hey guys, here's this product, buy it today. No, that is the old way of doing it. what you want to do is that you want to use a UGC creator in the way that helps them to show up as their best self for your audience. So one of the ways you can use a UGC creator differently, very few brands are doing this, but the brands that I work with do this, and it works so well. You want to do UGC comparison. So you basically want to get the UGC creator to basically say, oh my gosh, I used to use this, but this product is even better. That is now going to make people to think, oh, I recognize that, but this brand's even better. But I've never heard of these guys, but this person is saying that they have tried both and then they are recommending this product. We're living in a time of reviews. People are tired of being lied to. People are tired of fake reviews. People are tired of all of that stuff, right? They are highly trusting of reviews. So by leaning into that, you're basically saying to them, hey, I tried this. It's not as good as this. I suggest you guys use this. So you want to use a UGC creator to do comparison ads for you. It works so well. I would do this. Very few brands are doing it, right? UGC creators still work to this day, but it's about how you use the UGC creator, okay? The next thing is when I'm working, especially when I'm working with certain brands, I always ask them, what press or media have you been featured in? You want to, in your ads, you want to mention the press and the media that you've been mentioning. It doesn't matter how big or small the media is, right? It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this shows legitimacy. This helps to increase trust, right? So you want to make sure that you mention this in your ads. You can have the brand name of the actual media company, or you can actually mention it in the ad, or get the UGC creator to mention it in the ad. For example, oh my gosh, guys, I saw this in Vogue magazine, and you were featured in Vogue magazine. That hits more. Again, that goes back to the point that I mentioned before about it's about how you use your UGC creator. Too many people just use UGC creators in a basic way. Nah, that don't work no more. Okay, you want to make sure that you are really signifying trust. And again, it goes back to trust. It's about trust. Customers are tired of it. They're tired of being lied to, using bad products. They're tired of it, right? They want quality now. So you've got to show them that, okay, I am the real deal. I am the real deal. And the reason why you should trust me is because I have this, this, and this. Okay? The next point. In your creative, you also want to mention the features and the benefits. So what you could do, you could have like an image of your product or service, and you can just highlight the features and benefits. Because we live in a time where people are inundated with content from TikTok, different platforms, right? So at the end, so you need to basically show very quickly the features and benefits of your product or service. The customer is always in their attention is taken up. But when you add to that the pressure for them to make a decision, by adding in features and benefits in your ads, you make the decision-making process a lot easier, right? So make sure that you highlight this in your creative. It works in 2025. The next point is make sure that you have diversity in your creative. A lot of people always say, oh, I just use images, or I just use video. Guys, creative is content. That's basically what it is. Creative is content. It's just content that you you're doing paid ads with. That's all you're doing. But even us as normal people on our phones, we're not watching videos all day long. Yeah, I know some of you are probably watching a video right now, but we're not watching videos all day long. We read things, we read tweets, we see images, we see videos, we hear podcasts, voice notes, we see boomerangs, we see 10, 15 seconds, we see 30 seconds. Can you see the diversity? We're not all watching videos all day long. We're not seeing images all day long. So why would you do that in your ads? Why? You're putting yourself at disadvantage because some people may see your video to get introduced to your brand or service, but the image may be the thing that actually gets them to convert. So you want to make sure that you have diversity in your creative. Another thing as well, speaking of diversity, is that, again, this goes back to using UGC. You want to have different cultures, ethnicities, races, basically introducing your product. People buy from people. And the thing is that people tend to buy from people that look, sound like them. Okay? So again, this goes down to understanding your target audience, but you want to make sure that when you're using any type of creative, you're showing a lot more diversity in, because that now, especially now, where there's a lot of like identity politics and all that stuff. You need to basically show to people that, hey, because the thing at the end of the day is that people buy from people who they're familiar with. So, by putting forward creatives that people are familiar with, or UGC creatives that people are familiar with, that puts you at an advantage, especially if they've never heard of your brand before. So if they see someone that looks like them or sounds like them, or someone that, oh, this person could easily be my friend, you're more likely to get their attention. Okay? Guys, when it comes to creative is what people see. That's what they see of our ads. So we have to think like our target audience. We have to be empathetic to our target audience and think, what do they want to see? And give that to them. If you give that to them, you're gonna get the conversion. You're gonna get the sale. You will. Okay? So that's what works in 2025. That's what works in 2025. Okay? So guys, make sure that you do that. So the next section is offer. Guys, avoid discounts, especially at the top of funnel. The reason why is because discounts actually, it makes people not trust your brand, and it attracts a low quality type of customer. Okay? For a customer to feel comfortable to buy from you, that your product or service has to be heavily discounted, they're not buying from you based on on the strength of your product or service, or what you can offer, the value, how it can make their lives better. They're not really buying off of that. It's very price first. So when it's price first, again, that puts you at a disadvantage, because if they see your ad doing if you're selling the same product as your competitor and you're doing a 20% off, your competitor and does a 50% off, they're going to your competitor. But if you say, hey, our product does this, this, and this, but then they go to your competitor and that's selling the same product, but their product doesn't do one of those things, they're gonna buy from you. So discounts, I would not advise it, especially in 2025, because again, the customer expects it. Guys, with marketing is about pattern interruption. If the customer is used to something, especially a specific marketing strategy, change it, because it's not going to be as effective. Okay, so the customer expects discounts these days. They expect it off straight away. So, but what they're not expecting is you showing why they should buy from you. Okay, so I would avoid that top of funnel. Bottom of funnel, cool, you can do that, right? Because obviously, really, price is really just it's just one objection. It's not the only objection. A lot of business owners think that, oh, the reason why they're not buying from me is because of price. They think that price is the only objection that people have, but it's really not. Sometimes it's not even in the top 10 objections that people would have. It's probably not even number one. It's probably like number 9. Okay, so by giving discounts, you're assuming that a price is the issue, when really they're just thinking, oh, do they do free delivery? Yeah. Another point I wanted to mention is make sure that in your offer you do limited availability. So you want to show some type of urgency. You want to show that, okay, we have a few of these left. This product or service, we only have a few spaces. You want to do that, right? And that tends to get people to take action, because now if they see other people taking action, that kind of, it's like the fear of missing out. It makes them think, all right, you know what? Let me try this. Let me just try it. Let me give it a go, right? So by doing that, that's going to help you get some conversion. So make sure that you try to include that in your offer as well. Another point as well I wanted to mention is that in your offer, try to give more to the customer. So one type of offer that I have been doing that works so well, I've done it with a lot of my clients, it works so well, is product plus free gift. From a perceived value point of view, someone seeing something and saying, oh, I'm going to buy this product and I get a free gift as well, they're more likely to even buy your product purely based on they wonder what that free gift is going to be. All right. So make sure that you give more to the customer so they feel like they're getting more value. They're getting more value out of their purchase. They're getting more. So you want to give more to the customer. That is basically going to help to increase your conversion, especially when you do paid ads. So you make sure that you include that in your offer. Another thing is this. With your offer, a lot of people will say free delivery. Guys, one thing I will tell you right now, free delivery is standard now. It is normal now. Yeah. Pretty much everyone's doing free delivery. So the customer now expects that. Again, like I mentioned before, if the customer is used to something, you want to change. You want to have a different approach. Okay. 2025. The customer behavior isn't the same as they were behaving in 2023 or 2022. No. The customer's evolved now. The customer is hip. They know what's going on now, right? So we got to move with what the customer wants. Okay. Free delivery standard. And people will say to you, oh, do free delivery, free. Nah. Do you know what matters to the customer right now? Speed. That's what matters to the customer right now. Do you know why? Because when you look at big brands like Amazon, it's speed. That's why people sign up to Amazon Prime. That's why they get a higher service. That's why they're willing to pay more. They want speed. They want it faster, right? So you have to mention this in your offer. So what you should do in your offer, you should say something like, order today, get it by tomorrow. Order today, get it in 5 days. Order today, get it in 7 days. Speed. Speed. Speed leads to urgency. People will tell you urgency itself, as in like, buy now, buy now, buy now. No. To get people to act urgently, you need to give them a reason to act urgently, which is speed. Give them speed, right? I know I've mentioned the word speed 1,000 times, but do that in your offer. Even when you're selling skincare products, how to grow your hair. If you want to if you're selling products where, people are trying to grow out their beard, in your ads, you say something like, use this, see results in 5 days. Speed. If you're selling something to get rid of acne or any skin, anything like that, see results in 4 days. It's speed, guys, it's speed. That's what people care about now in 2025. Okay? When you think of Netflix, when you go into Netflix, back in the day, we would watch one episode of a program and we'd wait a whole week to watch the next episode, right? I know I'm showing my age right now. I know I'm showing my age right now, but that's how it used to be back in the day. So if you watch the program, we would wait a whole week, sometimes even 2 weeks for the next episode. Now you can watch a whole series in a day. Literally, it's speed. It's speed. Okay? So make sure that you mention that in your offer. Okay? So guys, those are the things that I would do in my Facebook ads. And these are the things that I'm doing now already. This is what I'm doing right now to help my clients get results, right? As you can see, I'm getting them crazy results. So many, and the ROAS is just awesome, right? Because this is what I do. I don't share with you what I don't do. Yeah. I'm not sharing theory or something that I just learned somewhere. No. If I haven't done it, I'm not going to share it. Yeah. So make sure that you do these things so you can see results in your ads for 2025. So if you're just starting today, do these and you're going to get results. If you're starting today, make sure that you do these and you're going to get results. So guys, if you need any further help, if you need any one-to-one, any further assistance or guidance, click the link in the description. I do one-to-ones where you can actually speak with me. I can look through your ads. So if you're running ads already, or if you're pretty advanced or intermediate and you're like, oh man, I'm a bit stuck here, I'm not sure what to do, just click the link in the description, book me for a consultation, and I'll be happy to give you some pointers, show you what to do to help your ads get to the next level. If you don't believe me, like I was saying in the video, click the link in the description. You can check the reviews. You can see all the businesses that I've worked with, see what people have said. I've helped so many businesses. Get great results. You can see it for yourself, okay? And guys, another thing as well is that for those of you who are just getting started and you're like, I'm still not sure, I've looked around, I'm not sure, click the link in the description. I also have a Facebook ads course that basically shares with you my exact strategies, what I'm actually doing. And the thing, guys, is that I'm always updating that course. I always update it with news, tactics, new strategies, so you guys are in the loop on what is happening. Too many people are doing old strategies and still teaching those old strategies, and they don't work anymore. They actually don't, right? So make sure that you click the link in the description. If you're interested, check out that course. It's helped a lot of people. But guys, as you know, I'll be back again for another video to help you guys with your marketing and business. Take care, guys.